Oh yeah, this shoe has it all. Cushion, carbon plates, a sock liner. This flashy new trail shoe from Hoka takes what the previous Tecton X was known for and just throws it all out the window. While the Tecton X 2.5 was a bit of a hint at where the shoe was headed, the X3 is a huge step forward in design, build, fit, and comfort from Hoka. Now, starting at the base, a spicy Vibram outsole with lugs made from the talons of gods lets this shoe rake through whatever terrain that you throw at it. A split carbon plate mixes with thick Piba midsole to create an impressively bouncy and resilient ride. The Matrix upper is welded together with stretchy mesh all the way up the ankle and is held together with a simple crisscross lacing system. There really are a lot of fancy details with this somewhat simple approach to a mountain running shoe. It's comfortable, it's fast, and surprisingly fun. But I'll tell you what, at $275, the Tecton X3 is hugely overpriced and, dare I say, too fancy for this beer-swigging trail fool. It's just a lot. So much to talk about in today's review. Let's dive in. Ginger Runner. What is up, everybody? Ethan DeBear, the Ginger Runner, here for another Ginger Runner review. Today we are talking about this big old beast of a bad boy. It is the Hoka Tecton X3. Lots to talk about. But of course, before I do, the Ginger Runner disclaimer. All products that I review on this channel, including the Hoka Tecton X3, are provided either by the manufacturers themselves or running warehouse. I'm under no obligation to say anything positive or negative, but anything I review on this channel, I am not financially compensated in any way for anything that I say on this channel. All opinions are my own. Today is no exception. So, with that said, let's dive in. We're going to talk about the basics. These are things that I like and dislike about the Hoka Tecton X3, starting as always with the things that I like. First and foremost, comfort. So this shoe is extremely comfortable. It has this wonderful midsole material. It has that carbon plate in there that's split like a fork almost, so it allows your foot to flex, the shoe to flex. Overall, underfoot, this shoe is extremely comfortable. The fit. The shoe fits better than anticipated. If you look at this shoe, if you look at any Hokas that have that matrix upper material and all these additional materials in the welded overlays, it doesn't lend itself to a real positive fit for a variety of different foot shapes. This surprised me. It's a little bit wider where it needs to be wider. It actually holds onto your foot where it needs to hold onto your foot, and that just makes me happy. And finally, grip. Look at that outsole. That is some Vibram at its greatest. Big old lugs make for a great grip across multiple terrains and surfaces and weather conditions. That is where this shoe truly shines. Now, it's not all fire dancing and cracking hockey season openers. There are some things that I dislike about the Hoka Tecton X3. Let's get to those now. The lacing. So the laces on this shoe are not great. They're really the only thing holding this shoe on, besides some of that flexible material that you have along the ankle and the upper. The heel counter is fine, but the lacing is where you're going to get overlapped fabric and you're going to try to get this shoe to lock down on your foot. I just found my foot wanted to slide around in that ankle collar a lot more than I would have liked. Heel lock, just mentioned it. So the shoe's shortcoming, the Achilles heel, if you will, is literally where this shoe touches your Achilles heel. It's very flexible, doesn't necessarily want to grip the back of your foot as well or as much as I would hope. So unfortunately, the shoe doesn't really want to hang on for dear life when you're going over technical terrain or where you're jumping around and cutting back and forth on trails. And finally, price, $275. It's not good. It's just too much money. But that's it for now. Let's get a bit more specific in our breakdown. We talk about build quality, comfort, fit, price, and look, starting as always with build quality. I'm surprised. The shoe is actually built better than I anticipated. The upper materials are very high quality. It's a very durable shoe, has plenty of room for a lot of different foot shapes, foot styles. We have the carbon plate, the midsole doesn't break down prematurely. So overall, I'm impressed with the build quality. The comfort, I think that's where this shoe really shines. The comfort is through the roof. It's just very soft, it's very supple, it's bouncy where it needs to be bouncy, and it propels you forward where it needs to do that as well. The fit, I think that is also where the shoe, it works in some respects. It worked better on my foot than I expected, but the lacing system is not great. The heel counter is not great. So keeping the shoe on your foot when things get dicey or slidey or super technical is the biggest challenge. The price, $275, is astronomical. And I'm not a big fan of any shoes that are around that price point unless they're offering something that isn't already available. Right now, the Tecton X3 is just on that line. Like the Vectiv Pro from the North Face was up there. The Ultrafly Trail from Nike was up there. These are even more up there. And I'm just not sure if these are going to cut it. And finally, looks. I actually like the looks. I think it's spicy with the black, blue, red, white, kind of dark blue, purplish accents. It's a very fun looking shoe. And I think it's one of the better looking Tectons that Hoka has released. All right, let's move on with the conclusion. So the Tecton X3 is awesome. It has so much going for it, but at $275, I can barely, and I mean barely, justify that sort of price. I'm just not getting that much spectacle out of it, and I truly doubt it's going to make me a mountain champion anytime soon, despite what my brain thinks. It's comfortable, but so are $40 Crocs. I'm not saying this shoe is competing with Crocs. I'm just saying for $275, there's probably something else out there. Bringing us to our final criteria. Is the Tecton X3 a buy, try, or a why? At this point, you're probably like, he's still going to say buy it. I'm actually going to say try it because it is an elite level shoe, carbon plated, tons of cushioning, tons of grip, but it's just a high price tag. So if you've got a kidney to sell, it might be worth checking out. Put your foot in it, see for yourself. So that, my friends, is it for today's review. What do you think of the Hoka Tecton X3? Is it something that you would consider getting at all? Are you looking for something like this in your next race, your next 100 mileage? Go the distance? Let me know in the comments of this video. And finally, if you want more information or if you would like to get a pair of the Tecton X3 for yourself, we have a link in the description. It'll take you over to Running Warehouse. It is an affiliate link, but you can use it to get all of your running gear. It helps support this channel. It costs you nothing. We just would love it and appreciate it if you wanted to do that. That is it for today's review. I hope you get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Ginger